Why was saying? Oh, whoo.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, what's going on? Once again, this is Talk That Stuff. We're back another Sunday, number 140. Talk That Stuff, the 140th podcast of Talk That Stuff. Yes, right. Got a small panel here tonight. No worries, there's so much going on. We got the panel here. Let's meet the comrades. Let's meet the comrades. Up first from Memphis, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for I Am Gigahertz, a.k.a. Stay Please.
Greetings and constipation.
Up next from D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Black Man.
Hello.
Up next from Oakland, USA, the town. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Buckingham's own RTO Beats.
Like what?
That nigga said fucking own, yo.
And I am from Jersey, now in Florida. Well, it's about to get hotter than a sauna. I am DJ WIDEBODY. This is Talk That Stuff, number 140. Can you dig it? Let's get it. Let's go.
Hell no, I can't dig it.
Can you dig it? Combination. Talk That Stuff theme music pack.
Shit, take that shot, man. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Talk That Stuff, number 140.
That mean ass track. That's what's going on.
We got everyone here in the building, the comrades, Gigahertz, Black Mav. Mr. Wallace just came in here. What's going on, Mr. Wallace?
Hey, what up? What up? What up,
man? Sunday, man. Long ass. Lot of fuckery, a lot of going on, a lot of mourning. Once again, everyone knows the passing, the untimely demise of Nipsey Hussle, man, out in LA. Paying respects and all that, and some paying respect and some are being disrespectful. Today's title of this podcast is trying to make sense of the new generation. We'll talk about that probably a little bit later on the new generation, the millennials, if you will.
I'm getting for that.
Basically, I know Wallace, you're closer to them than any of us here. Maybe you too, Mav, as far as working with different But I just I don't see any respect. I don't see any man. It's just things that we would have frowned upon, and the limit and line we would have drawn in the sand when we were younger, and the line that we would not cross when it came to certain things. It seems like is nothing is out of bounds these days. Just how these young kids are acting, and I kind of look at it and I could say, hey, these young kids ain't got no respect. But then I look and see who their parents are, and their parents are in the same generation that I'm in. So,
but nah, it's more to it than that.
Yeah,
of course. I can.
Yeah, bro.
Say that again, Wallace. You muffled.
Oh no, go ahead. Talking. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking.
My take on it is this. I can give you this best scenario. You remember how when we was coming up, and you turn on the radio, we can just leave it the radio, and then you can imagine all other forms of communication or entertainment or whatever are the same way in comparison to how it was back in the day. You can listen to the radio back in the day, and they had to get a certain time of day before certain music was played. Yeah. Now you can turn on the radio in the morning show, and the content of the music gonna be, on some Shake Club type shit at 3 in the morning, but you hearing it at like 8:30 in the morning in between quips on the Steve Harvey show or all of these other shows or whatever. So it's like the overall culture is promoting that it's cool. A child can't really stay in a child's place because the child ain't really got you ain't got no boundaries from the child.
Right.
The child participating in everything like they grown anyway. So it's like when they go to have a viewpoint, especially where it's millennials now and they in their early 20s or whatever, they got a viewpoint, and you gave them that, I want them to speak their mind freely. I don't want them to feel trapped. Yeah. But now you got to rely on them to do some shit for you. And they be like, fuck you, mom. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
Can't get mad at the at what you made.
True indeed. That's why,
Because that's the thing. All millennials ain't like that. The ones that got pressed out or had a certain amount of standards, they ain't on that dumb shit. I met a youngin' at the show I had last Sunday. Youngin' was 18, and when I tell you, like, just soaking it up, but he had a certain amount of decorum. You could tell he was raised a certain way. Yeah. And it ain't to say that once he get out and he hanging out around his friends, he won't be like, hey, you big bald head bitch or whatever, like I would. Right. But he still knows how to let that moment come to him instead of just being out this motherfucker and I'm talking just because my mouth moves. Like, right. A lot of times that Kodak Black shit, I think he was just talking because he know his mouth moves. Right. And whatever came out, it's like, it ain't no tact. It was no tact with that shit that he said. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, I mean, his shit look like fucking bathroom stall anyway in the face.
I agree with you on that, man. I feel as well as like when when I got around, we got around my friends, we would curse and do our thing, but when we got around the grown ups, we was definitely playing the game, if you will, man. I just this you got this guy's people with no tact, and like he has people around him that are yes men probably or just like him. Or not, he don't have. I know I was talking to somebody before. Master P tried to sell him some game, and I'm like, wow, I understand the game is not just is to be sold and whatnot, but P kind of could have looked at that a little bit like, let me charge it to the game and steer this little youngin in the right direction because he's gonna end up right back in jail. He just
I think he tried, but he wasn't listening. So at a certain point,
with so many people, that's what's promoted.
Yeah, I think P tried, but at a certain point, nigga ain't listening. You just gonna have to say fuck it. P ain't got time to be trying to mold this motherfucker if the nigga ain't willing to do it himself. There's plenty other motherfuckers who willing, who really trying to be out here and do some shit the right way, is willing to listen. I would rather him put his energy into that instead of this motherfucker who don't give a fuck about shit.
Right, man.
Hey yo, you don't have you ain't got Tahitian treat, yo?
My bad. Oh, that used to be the shit right there.
You got Tahitian treat? Tahitian treat?
Oh,
Oh damn! Who got Tahitian treat? Oh shit!
No,
Who got that?
I'm
You
at
tell me.
7-Eleven. I'm
Me,
sorry,
Man,
fellas.
let me get a knee high orange
oh
too. Knee high.
man,
Listen,
hell yeah, knee high grape.
I'm gonna get.
Let me get a strawberry fago.
Mm,
If I go home without this Tahitian treat, it might be a problem. So
you better go get a Hawaiian
Hell
punch.
yeah! Don't
Oh,
come
let
back
me.
till you got it. Type shit.
I'm trying to take care of Mama right quick.
I got you.
I mean,
Sure.
so
You know, it's been a long week with things. I want to say, oh man, his name escapes me, but I want to just this guy on YouTube. He's a blogger, kind of sounds like academics. He's definitely
hey,
Jamaican. Huh?
hey, wait. Are we done talking about the Kodak Black thing?
I mean, if you want, yeah, if you got
My
something to
bad.
add,
I just brought that shit up because it was fucking stupid.
So
It kind of fit the narrative.
so
But go ahead.
let me kind of give a different slant on that, dog.
okay.
So first of all, you know, it's important not to generalize. We see a lot of bullshit, and you know that bullshit gets the most play. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, okay. So, all kids, all of these kids that's in this generation, they all not like that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? Um, hold on, right quick. I'm just trying to get this tightened up, and then I got y'all. Hold on, just give
They
me
got a
30
new they got a
seconds.
new cash register over there.
Something. 1 second, fellas. Um,
But yeah, I don't. I mean, of course, I don't believe all the millennials act the same. You're gonna have
I'm good.
a
Nah, I'm good. Thank
variety
you.
of motherfuckers who act the way they do.
But they all,
It's just
So,
he.
but the majority of them subscribe to the same
but but
foolishness.
but here's the thing. So, how old is Kodak Black?
I don't know, maybe 20,
He
So
21.
about
I don't
here's
know,
the
almost
something
problem.
like that.
about 21. He about
Here's
my
the
son
problem.
age.
Here's the problem. This is the bigger issue because yes, there
21.
probably we probably had a stronger moral foundation. All of us had shit that Kodak Black did not have. All of us sitting in this room probably had more. I don't know, but
Hmm.
when you 20 years old and you with your niggas, and keep in mind that this nigga is highly medicated, and I'm not excusing him. I would
Yes,
never
you
do
did.
that, but I just want to kind of put it out there like this. This dude is sitting up talking to his friends, trying to flex as 20-year-old niggas do, trying to flex on some masculine shit. Oh, I'm more masculine than you. It's a pissing contest.
Hmm.
Nigga, shit, she look good. I do this, that, and the third. We've all engaged in those conversations. The
Hmm.
problem
Mm-hmm.
is, the problem is, first of all, the shit is on social media. Second of all, when you are famous, everything you say and do got a different level of gravity, nigga.
Yep.
Right.
Period, point blank. And he wrong. He dead wrong. And see, here's another problem: stress. Like these kids is stressed the fuck out. This internet
Yeah.
shit, diet, pollution. These kids is stressed the fuck out. That's why life expectancy dropping, nigga. And a byproduct of being stressed the fuck out is that if you stressed out for a long ass amount of time, you start losing empathy. And
Yeah.
so
Yep.
you start feeling like fuck what another motherfucker feel, fuck what another motherfucker going through. I'm doing me, I'm getting mine. You know what I'm saying? So I look at him like this nigga fucked up, not only because, he a young man, he shouldn't have said that shit, so on and so forth, but that's bad business, nigga.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's terrible business.
Wallace, I'm gonna disagree with you just a little bit. I hear what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. But how much of that is just basically your upbringing? You know what I'm saying? Like how much it is a certain level of a certain percentage of that has to be due to your surrounding and your upbringing, lack of empathy. Like, cause
That's
even if
that too.
yeah, because even if you're stressed the fuck out and pollution, this, that, or the third, we were exposed to all that, but my mom would knock five for me if I ever came at her or came at anybody or approached anything negatively, disrespectfully, knowing that I
Ridiculous.
Hmm.
know. Not know
What
the difference.
gigahertz? You mean to tell me that you ain't had no conversations with your niggas? That if your mama knew about it,
Oh,
she
hey,
wouldn't
right.
smack,
Oh,
she wouldn't break your neck?
here's the difference though. Here's the difference. It's like when I was in high school. I jumped people a lot in high school, but
Oh,
I had a limit. I had a certain level that I wouldn't take it to, and that was
Mm-hmm.
people that weren't asking for, and people that were like
Tears.
physically handicapped. Well, yeah, tears too, but physically handicapped people. I had a limit.
Mm-hmm.
I had a certain limit. It's certain things that I do for a laugh, but certain things that I won't cross that threshold because
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, at the end of the day, as much as I like to have fun, I never want to have fun at somebody else's expense.
At
And
somebody else's
especially,
expense. Same
right,
here.
what
I
I'm saying?
got you.
Yeah. So
but I'm saying, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
yeah, but so to get back what we were talking about, it's like there's a certain level. Even yeah, I talked my stuff back then too. But I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna. If I was in if his shoes, I'm still feeling empathy for what's presently going on, even at 21, because of just how I was,
How
reared
you was raised?
yeah, and people who are, and it's not just my mom, it's people like my uncles, my
Right,
pop, you know what I'm saying? It's like
right.
so it's a certain way I approach things based on my upbringing and based on things that I just picked up in the world that I probably didn't learn at home. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But at the end of the
Abs-
day, it's like it's a certain level of respect I'm a have for somebody. That's like shit. If I'm in his position, But like you said, a lot of it is like you just said perfectly. It was just flexing, making it because he in that video he alluded to the fact that hey, life is much sweeter when you got some controversy going on. That's his mindset.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So he's doing it on purpose so he can cause the con so he can cause the so his name can be brought up. So
I can
Mm-hmm.
agree.
that's
I
even a
can,
bigger issue on top of what we're talking about right now.
I can agree with that
Mm-hmm.
because
Hmm.
consider that, and don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not excusing him at all, but consider that 2 weeks ago we was talking about the fact that this nigga was violating young Ma, talking
Right.
about what he would do to her, knowing that she don't swing that way. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
Right.
he is perpetually out of pocket.
Oh,
You know,
but he just reaching. He
but
reaching for
But
one,
that's
and you don't
right.
the
give
thing though.
a corny
That's the new
motherfucker a
thing.
platform, they won't have one.
But at
Right.
the end of the day, like I said, at the end of the day, there have been several. I'm speaking completely for myself. There have been several conversations that I have been a part of that was completely morally fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Really, really bad. I mean,
Would you care
Hmm.
to
so
elaborate?
I understand him being 20, trying to navigate masculinity, trying to, that's I'm not saying it's innocent. I give you a perfect example. Last year at during my summer program, one of my tutors overheard the kids talking late at night, the boys talking late at night. And they was having a conversation about which one of the girls they would screw. And it's a part of me that's like, what I'm saying, they all got, I treat all my girls like my daughters. So I'm offended as hell at that. But at the end of the day, I also know that that's these young men trying to navigate their sexuality, navigating their masculinity, trying to build community with each other. I mean, so when
Wow.
he's talking to these dudes, real talk, when he's talking to these dudes, talking to his homeboys and talking about this whole situation, he may have forgotten that the shit was on social media. So like I said, he can, he makes bad choices. He's made several bad choices.
Like
But
shit.
also, thank you. I'm good. I don't need a bad. He's made
Oh,
several bad choices. But at the end of the day, he also is a 20-year-old dude that got to keep up this face. So he deserve whatever come with it. If he can't go around there,
Hmm.
I mean, these niggas talking about in Detroit, he got a show here in a couple weeks, and niggas is talking about putting him in a no-fly zone. Trick said, I don't do that no more. He said, you gotta go talk to Snap Dog. He the no-fly zone running nigga now. So, and I
Mm.
don't know what his response was, but it's a rapper, that nigga that was on that song with Sada Baby that I sent you the other day, RTO. Dude named Drago. He was on there. He was on Instagram today going at it with some LA niggas about the fact that He's Drago saying, "No, Kodak good when he come here," and them LA niggas was like, I can't believe y'all letting this nigga get away with this. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, trying to get him to stand with them. So it's starting to cause more issues.
Yep.
That's all but all I'm saying is here you got a young nigga that's highly medicated, living in the Instagram age, and trying to figure out trying to flex nuts, and now he dealing with the karma from it. And that's just what it comes down to. It's inexcusable for him to say the things he said, but at the end of the day, I get it.
You know what? I'm gonna say this real quick, and it may sound fucked up, but I'm just waiting for that because it's got to happen again. And people might say that I'm fucked up. That's cool because people say a lot, but I'm waiting for that motherfucking disco sucks moment to happen with this shit that's going on. Once motherfuckers go, you remember when motherfuckers said disco sucks and practically overnight? Wasn't nobody fucking with disco?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that fucking disco sucks moment where that shit catches. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I mean, complaining about it, but you still participate, you still weigh in, which is what we're doing now. It's almost like you trying to fan the fire, but you're making it spread. Just say that shit sucks, and then it gets to the point, motherfuckers will be like, oh, I don't fuck with it. Like the shit that I fuck with, if you go on my IG, you see what I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, talk about what you about. You know what I'm saying? Be about what you about. And if I know I ain't about that shit, I don't really be weighing in like
I hear you. The problem is the people who said disco suck was the motherfuckers who was buying records. And motherfuckers our age don't buy records. We not driving the culture.
That's the exception to the rule. However, the catalyst is important. Somebody need to say disco sucks for whatever reason.
But people saying that this shit sucks. It's just,
but it ain't the right.
But what
it's not
saying,
mass media who's saying it sucks.
Mass media is using it.
Right.
It's being used by mass media right now, so they ain't
still
gonna say shit about it.
People, right? It's still gonna be because of the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be pockets of people that's gonna support anything, and as long as those people are connected to the audience, it's good. And you gotta also keep in mind that it's good business for niggas to be ignorant. It's good business, so they're gonna find some way to make it work. And at the end of the day, what you find is if the death of Nipsey Hussle will do anything, and it was difficult to do after Tupac, but my hope is that it will just be another step in people understanding the gravity of what they talk about on records, and how your job when you have that platform is to do something for other people. That's my only hope. I feel terrible. It's almost like I look at the brother like a martyr, because I knew him more for his business practices than I did for his music.
Yeah. Same here. You know what?
You know what I mean?
When people like that transcend, sometimes I hate to say that, but like sometimes your transition is beautiful. Like the stuff that he was trying to do while he was here, now that he has died, like it's really beautiful what's happening. Like, man,
right?
I can't explain it, but
no, I
got you saying.
I get you, but it's about sustenance. How do we sustain that? How do you how do you sustain that energy?
Right.
Yeah.
Because it could be consistent.
And the shit that's going on with a Kodak Black or whoever else is trying to throw salt in the game, that ain't the way. You know what I'm saying?
I shouldn't have been on his mind like
and even, I mean, to kind of go. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No. But I'm with you on the disco sucks.
I was going to say the Wallace because I know you said that it's in the interest of the media now, mass media now today, to have that role, and that was the narrative. But the thing is, when old boy held that sign up and shit, it was still in everybody's, best interest. What nobody thinking like disco's gonna really be affected because the people ain't fucking with it no more. Mm-hmm. But if you're not going out, you're not consuming it, and come on at the clubs, the dance floors ain't packed, you ain't got no choice but to fizz out. And there was a couple of groups, after that was still like trying to push that shit, and that's the music that we be like, yeah, we leave that shit on the shelf. when we go digging. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that shit can happen again because you think about it. A lot of us is passing
But
up
you
that
gotta
shit now.
the thing with that though, you're gonna need a whole generation of people to say fuck it.
Yeah,
And a
because
lot
this,
of
yeah,
the,
this
a
is a
lot
whole
of
generation.
the, a
This is
lot of the
whole.
youth, a lot of the youth are followers and not leaders.
Yeah,
So
Yep.
that's
everyone
true.
follow trends. If the
Well,
trend is to be,
let's hope they prove us wrong. Y'all
But
band
hey,
together and prove us old niggas wrong.
but you know what though? A lot of what happened with disco, man, quite honestly, was oversaturation of it. Because everybody who
Like
tried
what's
their
going
hand,
on now?
everybody who tried
That's
their
what I
hand
said. Just go
in yeah, everybody tried their hand in disco, that wasn't good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's people that we know for like soul music and strictly soul music who
uh-huh.
tried to ride the wave of disco
Sure did. You're right. Yep.
and so those are some of the worst albums that I got some in my collection. I'm pretty sure a lot of us got them in our collection.
Hmm.
And it's so like when Mav is saying this, he wish somebody hold that sign up. At some point, man, you're gonna get tired of what the status quo has to offer you.
Yeah,
Whether you're our age or you're my son's age or whatever. At some given point, you're gonna be like, hey, you know what, man?
yeah.
Hey, I need something new, man. This ain't serving this purpose right
anywhere but here.
now. Yeah, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying.
I
But
think it's slowly getting there because you see more shit that's other than trap that's being shown and whatnot, but
but you know
it
what the
takes a
problem?
lot more. It
And
takes
I
a
wouldn't
whole
even
lot
say
more.
I ain't gonna say that it's trap or it's the music.
Yeah.
It's the shit that we're giving. That gets the what I'm saying. That gets the stamp
The
because it's like
buffoonery.
yeah, because I mean, how the Prince does trap type shit. You know what I'm saying? And everything else, how the Prince nice as
Well,
shit,
when I
but he
mean
ain't getting
trap,
the
I don't
platform
mean
that
I don't.
somebody else.
When I say trap, I'm thinking more of the Molly Percocet shit, the
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
buffoonery aspect, like
Mm-hmm.
not
Oh
just the
man.
actual
Because
the
good because
musical
because
notes,
because
the
because good
rhythm.
because good mob is trap music. So
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
but yeah, not the rhythm, but what trap
No, I'm here.
represents today. Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
but
Here's what it come down to.
it's like motherfuckers come start actually having lyrics back in their shit, which is slowly happening.
It's
but
getting
the
there.
People,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
but the
not
thing about it is
the
though.
mumble shit ain't what it used to be.
But
This is
here's the
not like
thing.
2016.
Talk about like when you talk about the definition of somebody having lyrics, quote unquote. You're not talking about somebody having verbal dexterity as much as you
I'm talking
saying
about
people
some
having
substance.
what some content. So I think
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is just as you see in kind of mainstream media, the fact that there's beginning to be more of a sensitivity against destructive shit, people
Mm-hmm.
saying things that they shouldn't say or
Hmm.
that kind of thing. I think you're gonna see the same shit start happening in hip hop. The people who are not necessarily using who the people who are talking crazy. I mean, like me, I can only talk about me personally. Me personally, I just don't see myself consciously supporting somebody that's talking about hurting other black people.
Man,
Yep.
yeah, it's just getting
I
old,
just
man.
can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that in terms of people who I work with. I feel like I
Hmm.
can't do that in terms of the music I listen to. Now I listen to music that's cussing, as long as it ain't talking about hurting other, hurting. I listen to music that's cussing in front of my kids, as long as it ain't talking some super duper gangster shit.
Right.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
You guys ever check out Daylight? You guys have seen any of his videos?
Yeah.
No.
You talking about battle rapper Daylight, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you guys with him the whole time, or I was with him most of the time? A lot of times, I think he went off course, but it needed to be said. I'm glad he said it.
What did he say?
What do you say?
What do you
Just
say?
What do you
the
say?
whole situation about you know, uh, basically, man. Let's. We don't want to listen to people who talk about rapping about killing each other, man, and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
that's
I think that's where things are going. I think, you know, in Detroit, you had like that D boy shit. That's a real strong part of Detroit hip hop.
uh-huh.
And there's definitely, I don't even want to say it's a market for it, but those are not. It's difficult for. I mean, outside of that demographic, in the city listening to that shit, they really can't come up. They can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't really come up like that outside of the hood spots like that.
It's local shit.
Or that drill music.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
niggas like J. Cole, niggas like, I mean, they can go anywhere.
nigga,
And I mean, just keeping it all the way
it's the
100.
same shit here. I'm like, we got our gang of artists that's here, and they be on the same shit, and they may pop somewhere else just a tad bit, but they're mainly local. Like, you probably know a Sibo because you listen to bass shit, but I don't know everybody on this panel know who Sibo is.
Hey, you know what? You know, I was thinking about this whole time censorship.
Right on.
You know, censorship went in the toilet, man. Like,
I don't know who it is, man. I'm sorry.
Damn.
What happened?
My bad.
Peace, people. Peace.
What's up?
Why about it? Fuck your point of view, nigga.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut nobody off, man. Who's talking?
Nah, I'm nothing.
Damn,
Do you know who Sibo is?
Sorry, man. Who was talking like who I cut off?
The vegetable.
Say it again so I can cut you.
Yeah.
Say it again, like, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I'm sorry.
You didn't cut me off, but hey, you right to the next
you
point.
ain't getting no insight to what he said. T.O. said the poignant shit. Why about it was like, man, fuck all that, man.
Fuck all that West Coast shit, nigga.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, shit.
What's up, Beast? Hey, man, you want to
man, fuck all that shit.
Came in a little late.
Hey, man. Hey, what's that joint on the front tab? Hey, fuck all that piano, man.
To say it again, yeah.
What old boy say on the front tab? Hey, fuck that piano, man. Keep playing.
Right.
I just look at it as being something that, I mean, I look at somebody like Lil Boosie. Me and my friend was talking about Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie came up during the era, you know, he came up during the era where he means something to people that's of a certain age range. But I don't see a bunch of young people running to Lil Boosie. I don't know. I don't know what his numbers look like. But it's almost like, you know, real true gangster shit is becoming like a relic, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's one thing, like I said, I'm surrounded by, I mean, I exist in this world where I'm trying to support local and regional people who are really making music around me. I spend more time listening to that music than listening to regular shit. And but what I'm finding is you got the D-boy shit and then you got everything else. And everything else is fantastic. It's great. But the D-boy shit, you can't discount it. The shit is out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But I don't know. It's just tough. I mean, outside of Detroit, you know, Lansing, they can do a little bit of stuff in Lansing. You know, obviously they can do it in Flint. I don't know what they're doing in Saginaw. I think they still listening to P.D. Pablo and shit.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Oh, no.
They be like, it's the Saginaw County Fair, Bone Crusher.
I like it.
Yeah,
they paid me for it.
Man, DG goes super your ass.
Look, I'm from Flint. We supposed to fuck with Saginaw.
She goes snap suplex your ass.
It's not against. It's nothing against her at all, man. It's just that's the way it's supposed to be, dog.
That nigga said at the local fair, nigga, bone crusher.
First of all,
The county fair, nigga, goddamn bone
You telling me it ain't
crusher.
no Saginaw County
we
Fair?
listen to no damn P.D. Pablo.
Yeah, she came back to get him after she laughed.
Dip in the grave. From the front to the back, can you feel my good buzz bang?
They be having crucial conflict at the fashion store.
Hair dog.
They listening to some shit. I don't know. They listen to the shit everybody else listens to.
No,
BG, you know, I love you to death. I just be talking shit about. I'm just supposed to. I can't never let Saginaw ride And I'm just being a hater.
Expo Center.
I'm just being an absolute
I
hater.
was like 3, man. I missed that.
County
You
fair
know I
with
got
the
love
funnel
for you.
cake, nigga.
All good.
I'm just
Like
talking
funnel
shit.
cake, nigga.
But for real. But for
You got
real,
nothing for me.
I think it's a
At the
different level of
Saginaw Expo
respect.
Center.
I think it's a different level of respect for artists like, you know, your J. Cole, your, you know, people who are making real authentic connections with people that's listening to them. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's an album by a guy named Saba. Artie, y'all know about it. I listened to that again today, and I really honestly feel like that's one of the better albums that came out in the last year.
It is.
And the album is about depression and going through shit
Just
and
regular shit.
family going. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? It's a great project, man.
Mhm.
And those are the kind of things that I think. Those are the kind of albums that I think are beginning to become more the norm than just the old
That's what
regular.
I agree. I think that's where shit is going for the most for on some real shit. Not
Hmm.
just other than the radio shit probably not, but what cats really
Uh-huh.
want to listen to, I think it's gonna go there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was so mad, man. I was watching the girls Final Four. Oh, I was pissed. All she had to
Okay,
do,
I need some water.
Oh, you talking about, I saw that joint.
all the fuck she had to do.
Oh, you talking about the
What
game?
what she had to do, BG?
Well, for me, she
Talking
should
about
have just hit the
talking
free
about
throw.
Norda, right?
Huh?
Talking about Norda, right?
Notre
Uh,
Dame and
Yeah.
yeah,
um
yeah. She missed that
she
free throw.
missed the free throw that she
All
missed
she had
the
to
free
do
throw
was
that
break
she
that
wanted to make
motherfucker.
first of all.
She tried
But I
to.
think
She tried, but it went in.
She tried to. When she slammed the ball down before she
I'm
threw
talking
it out
about
of
the
bounds.
first one. She wanted to make the first one,
Yeah, I
and then
know,
the
Yeah.
but she
second one,
bricked it. Yeah,
and the second one she made,
yeah.
and
I threw that motherfucker at the backboard.
she
That,
tried to.
that,
Ooh,
that, that, was, that
I
was
think
his
she should
supposed
have
to
just
do.
hit both. But I mean, I know they was trying to go for the win, not go to overtime.
Well, I mean, she was trying to hit the first one. The first one went.
And
She
when
would have
I'd have
hit
missed the
both.
first one,
But
I'd have
since she missed the
schoolyard
first
that
one, she had no
motherfucker.
choice but to try to miss the second one.
Yeah.
But that shit went
Yeah.
in.
Oh my god. She
You,
missed some
you,
free
you,
throws
you,
before
you
that
gonna
too.
you gonna be all right? You gonna be all right?
Oh, I'm
Right.
cool. I didn't watch the whole series. That's
Oh,
why I stopped watching shit.
because
That was a good game, though.
after the
Yeah, it
game
was
when
a
I
good
was
Yeah,
game.
it
over,
was back and forth like shit.
you could have went to the Saginaw Expo Center and saw MC Brains was there.
Man,
Oh,
yeah.
see,
Good
there go Digger.
God.
He piling on my joke.
La la la.
He go messing with her on my joke.
That
Me
nigga
and
said
her
the
done made
Saginaw
me and her done
Expo
made
Center.
peace. We done
We
made
got a little
peace.
hockey team and shit, but
I done made it up in my mind. I
man.
wasn't gonna mess with BG no more. It Digger
The
hurts. Just
Saginaw
reopening
Expo
that
Center,
wound.
nigga.
Ain't that a That's terrible. That's terrible.
Was that where they
Mhm.
sell the spinners at too?
That's terrible.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
That's so terrible.
We ride spinners, looking
I
at
ain't fucking with y'all saying I won't
Listen,
fuck around and blow up like Buffalo did. Y'all keep fucking around.
because of you,
Buffalo.
and then I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna leave you alone about Saginaw, but I'm never gonna ever stop talking about the taco bread shit.
taco
Okay.
bread, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
man.
didn't say
We
shit
got
about
her.
this.
We
He
got
brought this
her.
up on his own. Just make note of
We
that.
just
I didn't
call
say
it.
a
I'm
damn
telling you,
thing.
we call it taco
Hey,
bread just because it's here.
They
Listen,
gonna call
y'all, I'm
taco.
gonna bring y'all some taco bread when I come. When I
Hold
come.
up. Hold on. I thought that was a joke. That's for real?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so basically here they just call it taco bread, I guess, because I mean the taco bread is the
But
bread
what
is
is it? Is it bread
Nigga,
that
it's
tastes like
tortillas,
tacos?
bro. It's
fresh
tortillas.
tortilla. But you know,
Don't bring no tortillas. I got some.
Hold up.
So-
She said she gonna bring taco bread.
but that's what they call
Oh
it.
my God. I'm not
I
going
mean,
through this again.
What going?
Man, just quit, bro.
Taco meat, nigga.
Taco meat.
We all
You know what? We was having a real nice conversation too about
Hey, I
this.
wanted to know.
That shit just evolved into talking about taco bread.
Nigga, you brought it up, nigga.
Oh,
She said, "It's taco meat, nigga."
Oh,
Hey, that made my night right there. I can keep pressing on. That's funny as hell right there.
She said it's taco meat,
Taco meat, nigga.
Right. Nah, but I'm sorry, wide body, man.
Thanks, sis.
No problem, man. Hey, we're gonna play that Black Mav Northeast Beats a little later in the show too. So
What Black Mav Northeast Beat? I don't know.
Nigga, you know I was here if you could hear without that loud ass shit you talking.
Oh, there you go. What's up, man?
There I go, Blackie. What's up with you?
And they was like,
man.
oh,
Ashy as a candy.
hey, you're the best around.
man. Goddamn, Wallace ain't shit.
Yo,
Nah, I'm really not, dog. She said it's taco meat, nigga.
Taco.
Yeah, that's basically what we put in.
Half off if you bring never mind, I'm sorry.
hey,
the brand of the shit is made here, so I guess niggas just call it taco bread. That's what
Man, it's
niggas,
y'all just ghetto, man. It's all good.
hey, the world is a ghetto.
Hey, but we don't call that shit no damn taco
You
bread.
in San Francisco, man. Come on.
Yeah, did she hit that nigga with the world is the ghetto, nigga?
Hey, I want to ask a question. I got a question.
And Wallace trying to change the subject, even though he brought all this up.
And even though you trying to stop me from doing it. Okay. Have y'all seen this? Have y'all heard this joint by this dude Lil Nas X?
No.
Trap country.
So we were talking about this. We were talking about this on Friday.
Named Lil Nas.
Oh, okay.
What's up with him?
It's a country song with a trap beat.
Oh yeah. We talked about that Friday.
Oh, okay.
They take it off Billboard or some shit, and then they got a remix or something with somebody, Billy Ray Cyrus or somebody on that movie.
Billy Ray Cyrus jumped on that joint. Yeah. Yeah.
I never heard it.
It's just I never heard of them taking something off the charts.
That's crazy. Then
you know what I'm saying? Like I've never heard of them taking something off the charts. I thought the charts was dictated by, you know what I'm saying, when you talk about radio, like what songs are being served to radio or whatnot, and that's getting play within that area. But how they just gonna take that shit off the charts and disregard what the people want? The shit is obviously getting play in the country realm.
Because they
How
don't
they trying to say it ain't country?
You don't want them niggas invading in their damn country music.
Big facts.
Shout out to the Heart.
Bad enough y'all took golf.
Right.
Hey, on another nighter note, shout out to the Heart Foundation for making it into the WWE Hall of Fame Saturday night. Jimmy and Bill Hart and Bret Hart.
Is he still
so what
alive,
was that that happened? Someone ain't got jumped or something like that.
Tackle Bret Hart.
Man. Yeah, someone tried to tackle Bret Hart.
Watch Tashir try to hit Bret Hart, man.
Damn.
Shout out to Tashir.
Don't clean it up now, nigga.
Hey, well, Wallace on tonight.
I hear, man, they doing some different stuff. I think Yolanda Adams was singing or something. I don't know. I seen it on her Instagram. That's crazy.
They beat the piss out of that guy after they clawed him. Somebody was beating the piss out. He deserves it though, man.
Yeah, I think Malik X was there too.
Yeah, it has some millions. I think Malik.
Hold on, wide body. Wait a minute, time out, right quick. My bad. What's wrong with Yolanda Adams? Hurts?
Man, fuck Yolanda Adams, nigga. I got a whole.
What's wrong with Yolanda Adams?
Wait a minute, what?
Man, hey man, I would power drive Yolanda.
Man, you need.
Damn, what the fuck? What she do to you?
Adams?
Nigga, I would power drive man, nigga.
That's a first. I ain't never heard nobody say fuck a gospel singer. That's the worst.
Hey man.
Amen.
Oh, you missed that fucking layup. God damn it. Excuse me.
Oh man.
What'd she do? I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, Beastie, can your mic working, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey man, so I came in a little late, man. What's your take on the whole situation been going on the last couple of days, man?
Kodak Black.
I really didn't get a chance to see the video or none of that shit that everybody been talking about. I mean, I heard what he supposedly said, and I think he gonna fuck around and get bodied if he keep on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't with that shit, bro. Like they trying to. I heard that they've been trying to justify the simple fact that he just a wild ass hood nigga, but at the end of the day, it's certain stuff that you just don't do.
Right.
And like
just let him self-destruct. No reply to him. Just let him self-destruct because that's what's gonna happen.
I'm not trying to give one area props or the other, but man, they play a little different little ball game over there, bro. They waiting for somebody. They looking for a reason to retaliate and lash out at somebody, man. Even though a couple of people are, I kind of like how Gilly kind of handled it. He went in, but after he apologized, and here's my thing. I wanted to say before, I didn't mean to cut someone off. He kind of apologized, but he kind of didn't. I apologize, but I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this.
Nah, that wasn't no real apology.
Just like,
Yeah, because
gonna be that.
Leave it, let it be what it is. But while y'all niggas out here trying to call me out and shit, nigga, pull up. I'm out here and fucking wherever fucking stand and shit. Come see me.
That's just immaturity. As he gets older, that tough guy shit goes out the window.
We don't know where he had in a couple years, so don't worry.
I mean, I don't even want to give. I don't even want to blame that shit on him being young, man. Like, because at a certain time, you got niggas around your corner. You're on a. You ain't the only nigga by himself. He ain't like he 100% by himself.
Yeah, we gotta stop blaming shit on B. I get tired of having to have these fail-safe excuses for dudes making bad decisions. When you were 21, some of us that make the same mistakes at 21.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is like the lack of not having an OG or somebody that you respect around you to keep you grounded. That's some of the problems here. Like these young guys, they come in the game, whatever. And it's not just on the hip hop level or music level. It's everyday life. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard for a person that's 21 to respect a dude that's 42 because the other guys around the neighborhood who are 40, who are my age, our ages, they're not setting an example for them. So it's kind of hard to. It's like respecting a crackhead. Nobody respects a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? You ever call somebody Mr. Crackhead? Nah, nigga, nah. You don't have no respect for him.
What's up, Clark?
The problem is OGs are scared of the young niggas now. Like, ain't no true OGs no more.
Because they're not always, because your OG is supposed to keep you afloat, supposed to keep you on game. You can't be around here smoking with your youngin or doing shit at your young because your youngin paying attention to you.
Exactly.
You know
the so-called OGs now is the ones that's putting the, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit in, like they putting the guns in their hand. They telling them to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? The so-called OGs.
That's not an OG then.
Exactly. That's why I said so-called.
Yeah, that's a sucker right there. Because you always supposed to set the best example for people that are looking up to you. Like I got nephews and nieces and shit, man. And kids of my own. There's certain things that I do away from my people who look up to me that I don't do around them. And that's for good reason because that person, whether I know it or not, that person's paying attention to me. That person's this person set their watch by the shit that I do. So I have to always put my best foot forward.
Wait a minute. Is it a nigga playing Strider or something? This motherfucker?
I'm not.
What in the hell? Sorry. Oh, okay.
Man, I just think that like motherfucker like Trick Daddy. I would believe he had tried to talk to him at a certain point. I couldn't see him not trying to talk to him, put him up on game or whatnot.
What are we talking about?
It's the same thing happened to Tekashi.
That's where I was about to get at. I think at a certain point, niggas say fuck it. And, there's only a certain distance you can go with a motherfucker. Like if you gonna continue on the bullshit, hey, I want you to wipe my hands off the shit and keep doing what I do. You ain't gonna listen. Why the fuck am I gonna waste my time for a nigga who don't want to listen?
I think we're trying to rationalize this shit on these rappers, entertainers, and we think they are, constantly in contact with other entertainers.
I threw that out the window. What I see this whole thing is dude has a platform. He has thousands of freaking followers, and publicity, free publicity or free anything is some of the best publicity on the planet. If I want to start some shit at even my level, I just come out and say something disrespectful about this entire ordeal. And I have people hit me up and start talking about me like, I'm these other people. So I don't know. It's almost to the point now. No, but see, it's at the point now. I don't even want to go on Facebook right now or social media because of what's going on, what's being said about who's, because
draining.
It's not draining. It's just like, dude, like, goddamn, like, because to be honest with you, and I heard other people say this, I've seen other people write this. Besides y'all, probably prior to his latest release, I had never heard of Nipsey Hussle. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. And now you got people in different walks, just like with the whole R. Kelly thing. There's a lot of people, like even my office, grown old men, Conway 20 listen motherfuckers, is having conversations about R. Kelly. I ain't never heard of R. Kelly before in their life. You know what I'm saying? So, dudes and females is gonna talk shit if they have an audience. Let them talk it shit, and then to go on and say this and that about them, and then T.I. coming out in game talk about that they're gonna do this. They ain't gonna do shit because they ain't going to jail.
Yeah,
the niggas ain't going to jail, man. They got assets. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get where you coming from, but at the end of the day, like sometimes like niggas still need to be checked, and I think that's the problem with a lot of people now. Like they be scared to check niggas on their bullshit. Like even if it's their own family or friends, like you should be able to check somebody. Without all the extra though.
Yeah, I mean,
without it leading to them being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna pull up to your hood, whatever, blah blah blah. Like,
right.
Yeah, but I mean, that's saying that they're not being checked. But behind closed door, when I go in the bathroom with my phone, man, it's me and the walls and the door, the toilet, and my phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say what the hell I want to say.
I mean, the problem with people now is a lot of people are too sensitive. It's like nobody is supposed to have their own opinion about stuff. No, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody has their own opinion about what's going on, and I don't know, man. A lot of people are, oh, you didn't know Nipsey, so why are you mourning? Like, you don't have to know that, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to know anybody just to mourn. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's another brother gone, period. Whether you knew him or not.
Yeah, true.
And once again, we arguing over internet. Shit.
It's sad, bro.
Man, shit.
It's sad. And, somebody said before, everyone's kind of bonding together, which is a great thing. It's too bad that this is going to end.
I was talking about it. Did y'all talk about the guy that's supposed to be the killer? About the lawyer that he has to prosecute?
He got Johnny. He got Christopher Darden. Yeah.
Okay, how he get that? Who's paying for that?
Pro bono, man.
Christopher, he ain't. I'm pretty sure that nigga doing that shit pro bono for exposure because ain't no one even heard about this nigga, this OJ. So he being on some bullshit.
You never know what kind of deal got struck because it's such a high profile case. He could have signed a deal with the family to say, okay, I'll be his lawyer, and we're gonna do a book deal afterwards.
You know what
I'm saying?
But it's still publicity for him, though.
Yeah, T-shirts,
Darden never even won a checker game before.
Yeah, I mean, it's still publicity for Christopher Darden. Yep. We ain't heard from this nigga. He's gonna prosecute somebody that we know. I mean, he's gonna defend someone that we know fucking did it. Everybody in the fucking world know this man did this shit.
What's
this video taped everywhere.
This is the person that's supposed to be a rapper too, right?
Dude was about that.
He wasn't a rapper. He was just one of his homies that, you know what I'm saying?
There's a video out about.
Yeah, I heard that he was an inspiring rapper too.
Okay.
I heard. I'm not 100%, but I heard. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's his rap name or not, but
dude making a video saying that a rapper came up to Nipsey, talking about listen to his shit and whatever. He left, then he came back, then he shot.
What's the
Oh, I never heard that video.
It's on the news. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if that's the same person.
Nah, that might be somebody different because the dude that they actually got, he was, you know what I'm saying, he was one of Nipsey's homies.
Yeah,
and
they got pictures with him back in the day and shit.
That they had was,
I'm saying,
oh,
like,
bro, you know what I'm saying, you out here snitching, I can't rock with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
basically.
I know all that is, but y'all see the picture that he in, right? Y'all see the picture. He's the only one got his arms crossed, too. I just pay attention.
I gotta check that picture out.
Yeah.
I try not to look at that shit. I couldn't watch it.
No, I didn't watch the video. No, I couldn't watch that neither. It's a picture with all.
You talking about a picture when they was all together taking a picture?
Oh.
Okay, man.
It's crazy though because his reach is crazy. Like it's people in Germany, Sweden, you know what I'm saying, just all over that's mourning this man's death. I mean, I was surprised they had a candlelight vigil, you know what I'm saying, in DC. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
And what his name meant? Sent by God. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
Like I've never seen so many Crips in DC in my life.
Wow.
Sent by God. Some people sent here just for a certain amount of time. That's what I think. Some people.
I agree with that.
I'm going.
I agree with that.
And they sent here. Purpose. They sent here to do here, for a specific purpose. And when he transitioned, you see everybody is on it. And I hope it continues. I want it to.
Me too.
Hey, I cut somebody off before, and I was telling you about the guy that kind of sounds like academic. His name escapes me, but he was in it. He did a video on the whole Kodak thing, and he was saying how Kodak is associated with the Zoes. And he said, "Who do you think would win between the Zoes and the Crips?" So they're shitting on this guy like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah. What?
Come on,
that's irresponsible.
See, that's the shit that's gonna make the whole peace treaty look stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna start, you know what I'm saying, a totally different war.
Yep.
So
some shit that don't even exist.
Bloods and Crips is doing the truce, right?
Yeah.
And then they mess around and say, oh, who went between the, you know what I'm saying, the Crips and the Zoes or whatever.
Yeah.
They're gonna fuck around and have a Blood and Crips, you know what I'm saying, versus Zoes type shit going on because them niggas is united now. Even Folk Nation, you know what I'm saying, Latin Kings, like all of them, every single gang in LA right now is on some peace shit.
Yep.
And you know what's gonna happen? You gonna have the bloggers fucking running fucking gang wars like the media runs goddamn war.
Like I did back in the day.
Bro. That guy's got to stop. Got to nip that in the butt right now, man. That dude should be outed, man, and kick the fuck off of YouTube or fucking boycott it. And I'm a, you know, I ain't nobody big, but I'm gonna put pressure on him. I'm going back to that fucking page, man. Like, dude,
but in the same token, be very careful about what the press talk about. Be very careful about how you interpret what the press is doing and everything, because you know it's also a story going around in Chicago that this in a 24-hour period, Friday to Saturday, because it was warmed up. They say it was 30 people that got shot.
Yeah,
and you know, Chicago, they operate on their own rules. That's not blood and Crip shit. You know what I'm saying? That's this niggas out there like splinter cells. That's just wild, and they like cliques. You know what I'm saying? So, but just be very careful, because you hearing all of this discussion, you know, amongst us and on social media, you hearing all this discussion about this gang truce and unity, and people really trying to make this the beginning stages of people really making a transition that could be something that the country has never seen before.
Right.
But, you know, you're not seeing that on ABC News. You're not seeing that on CNN. You're not seeing that being something that's being really covered and being widespread discussed, because personally, I feel like it's not profitable to the power structure for them to highlight that shit, because
you'll never see that on shit like that.
If that shit happened in Miami, I mean, consider what would happen. It's just like what Tupac said. Tupac said, just think if niggas decide to retaliate, like if niggas decide to really run their shit and create an army, or I don't even want to say an army because I got military means, but if they decided to unite and say, you know, we gonna try to honor life, we're gonna try to do things in our own communities that's gonna subvert the structure of poverty, so on and so forth. it's going to be forces that are not going to want that to happen.
Oh,
I highly doubt that any of the top news anything will be trying to showcase an actual revolution against them. Like, nah. So other people can see the shit and get with it and the shit grow even more.
But we was
Nah,
told,
they ain't about to do that shit.
The
but we
crazy
was
part about it
told,
is the whole truth thing that happened before. Like this is not the first time.
Oh yeah, no,
absolutely.
And so
definitely.
this is not the first time. It's just the simple fact of, like you said, they not gonna let it be known like that for one. And then not only that, but thank you. Not only that, but you know what I'm saying. It didn't last long.
Yeah, that's true.
So
The problem is, and it kind of is related to the Kodak Black shit, is that, and this is a conversation me and my homeboys always have. Nothing is taboo. You know what I'm saying? So it would be difficult to say we call it a truce, and these are the 10 standards by
yeah.
which we all gonna agree on and we gonna all work towards.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to find a way. Somebody gonna find a way to say, well, I'm gonna subvert this standard because of whatever my individual situation is. I'ma still sell crack to my own people because I gotta feed my family.
Hmm.
Or I'm gonna that's the problem with sustaining something like this.
Yeah. You're
So
gonna
it's
have
not just the
tenants.
issue. It's not just. I mean, it's the same. You had the same difficulty playing passing any rule or any law in any organization or in any motherfucking country. It's always gonna be somebody who gonna come along and say, "Well, I'm not gonna do that because of this."
Mm-hmm. You're
But it
right.
would be interesting to say. It would be interesting to see the leaders create a fucking agenda that say this is the shit that we are going to do. This is what we're gonna vote for. This is what we gonna support. This is what we not gonna allow. If you don't allow this shit, I mean, if you do this shit, this is what's gonna happen to you. It
Right.
would be interesting to see that, and I think that's the next step, and that's where, you know what I'm saying, you get politics involved and all that shit, and that's what makes it so tough to keep.
The thing is, I want to
yeah,
see
because
more.
it's no structure. It needs to be structure again. Like I said, the real OGs need to step up instead of being quiet. I mean, because y'all heard of G checking, right? I'm pretty sure all y'all have.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And so basically, I was just talking to one of my homies about this situation because I was telling him like, this little niggas out here walking around trying to G check everything. Like just because you see the next man with a flag on, you automatically want to run up to him and you know what I'm saying and test his gangster, you know what I'm saying, to see what he about. But whole time like there's no such thing as G checking if you ain't no OG. So it's like what gives these little niggas, you know what I'm saying, the balls to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just take this matter in my own hands. Well, I'm gonna
Because there's
just
no
go extra hard,
structure.
you know what I'm saying, and right because there's no structure. So that's why I say the OGs, the real ones, they gotta step
Bring it
up,
back.
fall back around,
Bring it
and,
back to
and,
how it
and
used to
bring
be.
back that order.
Yeah.
Because if they continue to let these little niggas run around like how they are right now, it's never gonna it's never gonna get nowhere.
Hmm. It's
Mm-hmm.
And
like
it's, it's
Just
basically
exactly
you're
what
everyone's
absolutely
like
right.
a free agent and shit. Like niggas don't, back in the day you had to not make a call, but get permission to do some shit. Now somebody sees some shit they don't like, they don't go holler at the big homie or whatever, make sure they can do this or do that, whatever. They just go and they handle their own
yeah,
business
it's
with
it's no
no
type of
real
protocol no more.
repercussions. Yeah.
Here's the example I give you. You remember when the white kids got shot in the school in Florida? Do you remember what those kids did? Like, you know how they went and they built a movement and they fucking did a nationwide ass walk out of school and built an agenda based around gun control that they still working through and they still supporting and all that shit. That's the same shit that needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see happen. Now they may have had support from up high or certain people may have been supporting them. I can see that. But you mean to tell me it ain't enough money behind that shit to make that shit happen? Real talk, if niggas really want to do it,
Mm-hmm.
It
I'm
is.
saying.
I don't think they would cooperate the same way with them.
You know what? there's a lot of people on YouTube that have a lot of followers, man. It's too bad they couldn't do good with it, man, and actually be the strength and be, and reach people on the positive shit, man. But truth of the matter is, these motherfuckers get, their whole fucking foundation of what they do is based on reporting the negativity shit that goes on. Goddamn. The negativity that goes on in our culture, man, and it's sad. And motherfuckers is actually hanging their hat on there and feeding their family with that shit, which is
So
sad.
if enough, but you absolutely right. And if enough motherfuckers came up with dislikes and checking that motherfucker, like, man, stop showing this shit, man. What the fuck is you doing? Then that's what's gonna change. But it's a large part of this shit. I'm gonna say this too. It's a large part of this shit that buys into the fucking nature of fucking man, and that's what's fucked up. I hate to say it.
Man,
I believe we spiritual creatures, and I believe our spirits and souls been corrupted by capitalism and selfishness and shit like that. And the shit is generational. It's generationally fucked up. Self-preservation and selfish interest. So for everybody, who say, hey man, take that shit down, this, that, and the third, you're gonna have 1,000 motherfuckers that's going. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not being pessimistic and shit like that. I think, what I'm saying, I'm always trying to do what's positive, and I'm always speaking positivity into people as a way of life. But at the end of the day, I'm one voice out of 1,000. I need help. Shit.
All right.
We all need help.
I hope more than one person picks up this man's torch that he dropped and finishes.
Man, listen. That's all I had to say. Sorry, my bad.
I was watching one of his first interviews when he first introduced himself. Basically, he was getting an interview and he was saying the shit that he was talking about. Dude was like, "Repeat that. You said real estate," and he was just going on what he wanted to do. And he's talking about same shit that he's doing, man. So he definitely wasn't just talking, man. And I know that from this man passing, there's gonna be 2 or 3 Nipseys ready to take the reins over, man, or planning on it. And
but WIDEBODY, I'm sorry, I
not to take nothing away from Nipsey,
but there's people
not to take nothing away from Nipsey, but there's been Nipseys in the hood already too.
But I'm not we're talking the hood and all that other stuff and the torch. There's people out there right now that are doing this, and they're doing this on scale of real estate, freaking selling cars, insurance, and stuff like that. And we won't support them.
I'm with you on that. I'm talking about in the inner city, man, and basically where he came from as far as putting the guns down and the violence, man, and actually saying, hey, man, I used to do this, but I do this now. Most definitely, man. I see people all the time doing that shit. But the impact being associated with the culture a little bit more, and rapper and all that shit intertwined together, man. That dude, man, that's stays in. I don't know, man. I'm kind of twisted when I hear about staying around your people, man. It's a shame. I think he could have did it. I'm kind of torn right there, man. I don't know.
He was young. But what it would have been like to see him grow. He was still young. You know what I'm saying? So that man had it.
Man. That's good. There's great examples out there, man.
Absolutely.
Great examples out there.
This right here is a prime example of, and I've said this before, but this is a prime example of why I decided to change my route as far as the music and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to do music that sound like everything else on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Everything else that everybody's doing. But I felt like I needed to switch that lane up because that wasn't the lifestyle I was trying to live no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got involved with the whole, the blood shit when I was in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know that, without me telling you, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't carry myself like that. So it's like, I could be in, yelling that shit out in every single song and throwing up, bees and all that in the videos or whatnot. But it's like, bro, like, it's so much more to my life or to our lives rather than just this one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to shed light on this right here when I got so much other stuff going on that's in a more positive light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can still tell you about where I came from and how I got to where I am now, but I feel like, people try to glorify the wrong things too much instead of being real with people and telling them how their life really is. Like, a lot of these niggas ain't doing half the shit they talking about in their rhymes.
And we can tell.
But yeah, and we can tell, but people still praising it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People
that's
still,
a
you know what I'm
sad
saying?
shit.
People still dick riding. People still like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I gotta buy. Like we was just talking about this earlier, as far as just like support. Period. My homeboy, he, you know what I'm saying? He got frustrated because you know what I mean. He was like, man, the numbers not adding up as far as you know what I'm saying the clothing line or whatever. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? I got 5,000 Bammers viewing my shit, but ain't nobody buying nothing. And I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, like you can't let that discourage you. But you gotta always remember one thing, like a lot of these people pay for the name.
Yeah.
We pay for the name. You know what I'm saying? Like Gucci, I know niggas that paid $300, $500 for a Gucci belt. But then when their homies is trying to put their, you know what I'm saying, they line out and the shirt is $30, they complaining. And it's like, where you know what I'm saying, like where your mindset at? That shit is whack to me. But it happens so much. And I just, you know, our people, we gotta get it together, man. Like it's sad.
We were talking about that a few weeks ago, as far as putting money back into our own, basically our culture and basically supporting small businesses that trying to get up off the ground. Like if we were coming up and that was happening, I definitely would have rolled with that, man. I mean, I ain't never been no spending $100 on a t-shirt type of dude in the first place. But my man trying to get off the ground, and I know that's what it's all about. It's that that's our American dream with the house and the picket fences, man. Support our own, man. And definitely,
Kanye
man.
West, people talk so much shit about Kanye West because they was like, he not the same, which is true. I agree. But right after they finished talking shit about this man, when he dropped them Yeezys that was like $800, all these niggas went and caught that shit.
Because it's the popular thing, and like go
You see what
back
I'm
to everyone
saying?
being followers and shit.
Bunch of robots, man.
I just think if anything, again, I think we as men, we are best served by this experience and by his story and his experience. We as men are required, if we really want to make changes in our community, we have to get control over what is happening economically amongst us. We have to get in control. That's what Nipsey, for me, that's Nipsey's legacy. Is that here you had a guy, he, regardless if he did it in his own neighborhood or not, I'm inspired by his business acumen. I mean, I look at it as a turning point for me to say, okay, what do I need to do to get my LLC popping the right way? What do I need to understand about taxes? What do I need to understand about goods and services that can give my kids a legacy above and beyond the fact I had a fucking degree and I worked and I had retirement? Above and beyond that, what can I give for my kids to build? That's what motivated me. I mean, that's what I'm taking away from this whole experience, man.
Can I say this right quick? Cause
no.
Okay, I'll be quiet. My bad. I'm sorry,
Go
man.
ahead, man. Your permission granted.
Okay, thank you, man. I had to get this off my chest. Thank you very
Just make
much
sure
for
you ask
allowing
next
me.
time.
I did ask, man.
Oh,
okay. All right, so yes, Nipsey passed. I don't want to sound fucked up saying that like that, but I want to start. Well, I want to continue to celebrate those who are here right now and are doing the things that he is doing.
Okay.
Yeah, amen.
And this ain't just because it's on some Oakland shit. So there's no fucking Bay Area bias and none of that shit. But Mr. FAB is on the same shit. He got his Dope Era store. He bought the shit in the hood on the same block he been on, whatnot. He had his store. The store blew up. He moved his shit to downtown Oakland. Now the shit's even bigger now. I would like cats to I'm not saying to not necessarily invest in it, but at least follow the nigga on IG and see what he doing, because this motherfucker, he does nothing but talking motivational shit and everything that other cats do. So it's not just Nipsey out here doing it. There's a lot of other dudes doing it.
I agree with you on that. I'm not saying that this man. Okay, I'll say it like this: the man's in his own neighborhood, and if he had the blueprint to try to bring everybody together in his area, what he did, then people could take that blueprint, man, and apply it to their own region, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
That's what I'm like. There's a lot of people that's out here that's showing you the blueprint.
Dirty old man.
It's just fucked up that Nipsey had to die for people to open their eyes and see this shit. Because he's not the only one. He's just one, not even a few of many that's out here doing this.
Absolutely. And I mean, along them same lines, though, RTO, just as important as it is for you to build your own, it's important to support our own too. You know, it's important.
Definitely.
These local businesses. These local businesses that's doing things, you know what I'm saying, and you know, trying to make things happen. It's important to support those businesses, man.
Dirty old man. That's only here.
What'd you say, Mav? I didn't hear you say that again.
Egos, though, in order to
dirty old man.
One more time for the people.
Why you
dirty old man? Because
men.
Think about how many people is in the crew. And imagine you can go, depending on what city you in, you can go and at least people motherfucker that's there from that city.
You ain't
find out what's what. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
Like
Absolutely.
When I wound up going to Florida, like that was the idea behind me, plugging Widebody in with the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Everybody got that same thought in mind.
Bread for you and everything.
People got a power to do a lot with what they already have instead of coveting what another. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's a real big thing that I see. It's like a lot, a detriment to a lot of folks because they worrying about how somebody else moving and they don't make no progress themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sitting back in there, you the cheering section. It's like just. Keep your foot on the gas. If you feel like you stagnant, get up and fucking do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One man ain't gonna change everything. One man's not. It's gonna
collective efforts change a lot, though.
Exactly. Strength of numbers, man. Each one teach one. That's
as long as y'all on the same page, you don't let no fuck shit come between it.
Yep. We got the power to do a lot of shit. We have so much power we didn't even realize it. Commerce and fucking, man, we are consumers of a lot of shit, man. We put that shit back into what we trying to do.
I'm up here eating the salad right now. I should have grew this motherfucker.
Hey, I want to play a quick game real quick, man. Something a little different here.
Damn, I had something too, Widebody. Go ahead. Right. It's your shit.
Oh, you good, man?
Right. Nah, man. Nah, next time.
He was gonna break dance. Widebody let him.
Yeah, man. I should learn how to do the head spin. Yeah, I just gotta switch off these cords and get these batteries, and I can go live. But no, I was gonna play the one gotta go shit. That's all. It was nothing.
Man, I don't like that game.
All right.
What is it? One gotta go.
One gotta go, man. So now I was watching fucking
Yeah, let's do it.
I was watching fucking show.
The fucking show.
Yeah, man. Fucking Kev West, not Kev West. What's that motherfucking name? Kevin on stage, and it was like one gotta go out of chicken. He was like,
oh man,
it was either the fucking he had the breast, the wing, thigh, or leg. One gotta go.
Easy.
Well, I gotta go. The breast for me.
I
only like one breast.
I love the breast. The leg. I mean the thigh.
Thigh gotta go.
Thigh gotta go.
Shit, thighs is hitting nigga. Shit.
Yes, thank you. I'm saying.
I don't like fried thighs. I'll grill a thigh.
What?
I like.
Yeah, all right. I heard that before. Widebody. Okay.
Chicken breast.
Met my wife. She said that shit. I don't eat Brussels sprouts. I don't eat chicken thighs. I was like, all right. Shit. What's in the freezer? Chicken thighs and goddamn Brussels sprouts.
I don't like.
For me, drumsticks gotta go. I'll fuck everything else, but.
What?
Man, some cream and celery over there,
out of wings, out of thighs, and out of breast meat. Drumsticks gotta go.
Not no wings from Roscoe's, nigga. Them joints.
I'm just talking about in general, nigga. Not in no specific place. Just out of the three, Not we ain't talking about drum mess. I'm talking about straight up regular drum
Yeah,
legs.
yeah.
Like for
Fucking
one,
baseball bat leg.
I don't eat gristle. So that damn wiggly gristle
Whoa.
shit that
I
gotta
hope you
go. I
don't.
don't like that shit. That
Hope
shit gotta go, man.
you do.
Oh my God, man, gotta go. That's who gotta go.
Right.
I gotta go.
So,
Buy me a
other than
cup.
that, I can't. I mean, thigh meat is fucking amazing. Wings is amazing. Breast is good, especially if it's cooked right.
And the reason,
Every
that's
time
the
I
whole
see
thing
someone
why I
talk
say
about it, everyone's like,
breast and
breast
roll.
meat be. Everybody be like, breast meat is hella dry and shit.
Man, it's
Motherfuckers ain't
easy.
cooking
It's
that
easy
shit right.
depending on
That's
who
why
fixing
it's
that
dry.
shit.
No, it ain't.
It's easy to fuck up chicken breast over everything else.
It is, but
Yeah, y'all can't trust man, bro.
RTL the gristle maker.
Y'all can't trust man judgment.
stop, Hurts. That's not funny, Hurts.
Hey,
Gristle man.
I want to name every NBA. I'm gonna go through I'm gonna go through each NBA team, and we want to talk about.
I grind and hustle on gristle.
Stop, nigga.
To the microphone.
Let my body get his shit off, man. Leave this gristle shit alone.
I'm gonna pause that. I'm sorry.
We gonna be back after dark, motherfucker. This ain't
No,
over.
nigga. We gonna suspend this shit for life, nigga.
Yeah, why, buddy?
Down to the microphone, Gristle.
Oh god.
Okay, all right. Okay, I want to go to every NBA team, and I want to discuss what was the best draft pick ever from that team.
Oh shit! Damn. That might be a okay.
Let's start. LA Lakers.
Go ahead, Hurst.
Irvin Johnson.
Okay, over Kobe.
Oh, we talking about a specific person?
Hey, here's the thing.
Best draft pick
The Lakers didn't
the best draft
Kobe.
pick. They didn't.
They didn't. They drafted.
They didn't.
Charlotte drafted them, and they just traded away the
right. So yeah, I would say Magic. I would go with Magic too.
I'm sorry, but I had to do it.
Huh?
I'm talking about man.
Well, Kobe was drafted by the Hornets, but he still got acquired at the same day. So I kind of count that.
You can't. Well, he didn't. They didn't.
But he didn't get drafted by him though.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know though why, but I'm like why, but I don't know though. It's just something about it. I don't know.
I could probably be the last 30 years, but I can't go much further past that. I'm looking for people who are late pick draft. I mean, it's easy to draft a good lottery guy or relatively easy. I'm looking for like the best late round pick.
Because they were drafted early don't mean that they turned out to be they could be a bust.
I like Kwame Brown.
Look at fucking what's it, Greg Oden and shit.
I'm saying.
What happened to Greg Oden?
Just keep going. Just go ahead, man. Just go ahead.
All right, Golden State Warriors.
Steph.
Rick Bear.
Jason Richardson.
I'm gonna say Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson was a later pick and was a good ass pick.
Yeah. You know what?
I can hear that.
Who we going by? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
No, actually, I would even go as far as to say Draymond.
The best draft pick from each team, BG.
Oh.
Is in your opinion?
I would say, I'm gonna say Rick. The reason why I'm gonna say Rick Bear.
I have to say Curry. I'm gonna have to say Curry because I watched Curry when he was in college, and a lot of people didn't think Curry was.
Yeah, I gotta go with Steph too.
Why'd you say Rick Barry?
That's true.
The reason why I say Rick Bear because if you don't have a Rick Bear, you don't have a championship tradition to even build your base on, really.
But I mean, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You'll go.
It's so far off, though. Yeah, I wouldn't really call that a tradition. It was only a couple of rings, and it's so far. It's so far in between that it's not like It's not like y'all shit. Y'all, it's not. It's not like y'all shit.
But think about it like this. You know, of course you've had people to go to the moon before, but it always take that one person to go there first and plant the flag first. That way you'll know, or you'll have a blueprint on how to get there, or at least have something to work toward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't say that with them because it's just to me it's just It's just I just know
and,
more
and
losing. I know more losing than winning. That's
yeah, but
so.
you
It
see,
just seemed like the blueprint has
right,
changed from then to now. It's kind of
yeah,
different how they went about it.
right. And like y'all had some great draft picks. Y'all had
Hell
Street.
yeah.
Y'all
Shit,
had
Monte
Mitch
Ellis.
Richmond.
Shit,
Uh,
before that, nigga, shit. Way
I'm talking the
before
80s,
that.
bro. He
Spreewell,
said
Mullen,
Monte Ellis.
Monte, man, that's
Man,
my man right there, man. I thought when they
nah,
got
man.
Curry,
Don't even go there, Hurts. I know where you about to go, Hurts. Don't do
What?
that to me, bro. Don't do that, man. Don't bring them bad memories back, man.
What I say?
This
GDE.
nigga
What
about
I
to bring up
do?
Anthony Hardaway.
Bro, you know what? I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
You
You
did
even
it.
said it. I don't even think about that. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely
Shit.
right. But you know what though? It was better that swap happened, and I think about that
Man,
so much, man.
it was better for
Because
Orlando.
no, because think about it. If that dude if he would have ended up in Golden State, bro, y'all been pissed off at him like the people in Orlando did. So it kind of worked.
I don't know. I don't think we would have got the same Anthony Hardaway that
Shit,
Orlando got
shit, yes, y'all
because
would have.
him and Shaq together, which is a fucking match made in heaven.
Yeah,
We didn't have that.
but who was there? Who was there when Penny got drafted? Mullen, right? Mullen, Spree was still there. Um, Tim there still? No, Tim got
It,
no. Tim was
no,
there for a
Tim was
spell.
there.
Yeah, he was.
What would have happened was you're right. He would have been a small forward at best. He wouldn't have been
Yeah,
playing the point.
he wouldn't be the distributor Penny that we know.
You know.
He, he was so good with Shaq, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
All right, next team, Boston Celtics.
Bird.
Oh shit.
Bird.
Yeah.
Bird.
All right.
But no. Bill Russell.
Well, yeah, because I'm
Bill
like, was
Russell.
Bill Russell drafted? But I couldn't. I don't know. I can't go that far back.
Bill Russell.
But if he was, then yeah, I'm going with
Bill
Russell.
Russell. Bill Russell is the greatest champion ever. The greatest on all major sports. The greatest champion ever.
All right.
But we always Michael Jordan is the benchmark that people said, but actually, man,
Bill Russell, bro.
People said Mike because 6 is probably easier to obtain than
Well,
11.
fuck.
Yeah, he first pick, round 1, second pick overall.
No,
He was
okay.
selected
Well,
by the St. Louis Hawks, though.
Oh, well.
Was Birds fucking drafted by the Celtics?
Yeah, they got Bird. You best believe
Okay.
Celtics in the 80s? Shit, I mean the 70s. Shit.
Yeah, well, I changed my answer there. I guess it's Bird.
Yeah, if that's the case, then yeah.
Toronto Raptors.
Vince Carter.
Vince.
They drafted him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vincent
Shit, them and T Mac shit together.
When they was together. That was crazy.
Houston Rockets.
Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Hakeem Green. Ralph Sampson. I remember Ralph. I used to like the Twin Towers, man. I was in Houston at that time. Okay, Oklahoma City Thunder. With the Seattle Supersonics.
Kevin Durant.
He wasn't drafted.
Durant?
Yeah, he was.
Sean Kemp.
They was what's his name?
Over KD?
Hold on. Yeah, Kemp Durant, man. Woo.
Over KD? Sean Kemp?
Oh, KD, man.
Kemp, bro.
Nah, trust me. I love Sean Kemp, but over KD?
Yeah, fuck KD.
I'm like Sean Kemp too. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Because you know what? I don't familiarize Kevin Durant as
a Sonic.
Although he was drafted as a Sonic. But
yeah.
When I think about Seattle, I think about two people. I think about him. I think about Kemp and Gary
Payton.
True.
Perkins.
Payton.
So do we need to switch? Do we need to do 2 versions?
Yeah, okay.
Well, Sonic's version and the OKC version.
Let me put it like this right here because both
we're gonna be switching teams.
You can't forget Ray.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, Ray. Really though, true. Got that deadlift strength, nigga.
Yeah, deadlift strength. Yep, you can't forget real deadlift. As a matter of fact, wasn't Rashad over there too?
Yep.
I think both Kevin Durant and
hold on, didn't Antoine Walker play? No, was that? No, Antoine Walker didn't play for Celtics. Yeah, it was Celtics. Yeah.
I think both of them were like at the point where they got drafted, they were both transcendent talents because they both were able to take. If you look at what Kemp was able to do with Peyton, they took him out of the abyss of the West and kind of catapulted them for a good spell. And the same thing with Durant. When Durant, before they made the transition to Oklahoma City, that's what Durant was doing. So
yeah, him and Westbrook.
So I'll say one. They both tied for first for me.
All right, cool. All right, let's move on to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Who Alcindor?
Who Alcindor? Yep, yes, sir. I guess my vote.
Oh shit! You know what? Yeah, I was gonna say the big O, but he like
very
close Jack Sigma.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
Jack Sigma made the Sigma move, man. The inside step. A lot of cats use that. Karl Malone paid his bills using that Sigma step.
Fuck that dude.
San Antonio Spurs.
Tim Duncan, maybe. I don't know. Shit. It's
It's
either Robinson or Duncan. I don't know. But
Robinson didn't win shit till Timmy got there.
Yeah, exactly. That's all.
I say Tim Duncan, man.
Yeah.
Was what's the name drafted by them? Ginobili.
Ginobili.
Kind of, sort of. He didn't.
He was drafted by them, but he's not. Right. He's not more.
No, over Tim Duncan.
I would say Tim Duncan, and I also would say George Gervin.
Oh, I forgot about George Gervin. Damn.
Man, Hurst be trying to go old school on your ass.
Straight up.
I ain't mad though. I wasn't even thinking about George Gervin.
George Gervin.
Hey, look, I come from a long line of basketball watching.
Ginobili was that man.
Ginobili was, man. They slept on Ginobili when we first got to the league. Remember that shit?
Ginobili a fucking beast.
They should have known he was someone they beat USA in that championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ginobili a fucking beast.
Ginobili was like the foreigner version of Kobe.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the 76ers.
Oh man.
Yeah,
it's too many actually, bro. It's Dr. J. Oh no, he didn't get drafted. He got acquired.
Man, I'm just if that's I gotta go with Iverson. I gotta go with Iverson.
Nobody else.
Yeah, I gotta go with AI.
Barkley is a close second.
Man,
Barkley was a crybaby.
but hold on, Beast.
That spin move was quite fucking ferocious. Like
you guys don't know. I was actually at that party.
Hold on, Chuck. Come on,
we whooping the Clippers' ass.
Okay, Miami Heat.
John Sambos. I'm joking.
I say Dwayne Wade, man. Because I ain't really never, they're fairly young team.
Good morning came from fucking goddamn for Charlotte, yeah. So I would have to say fucking hey nigga Ronnie Steikley.
I was going to say Minor, but I can't really see him.
Oh, Al Minor, he's supposed to be the next Jordan, man. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. I also would say Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice came from Miami.
I forgot he played for Miami the whole time.
Yeah.
He got drafted in the inaugural season of that. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wade.
Yeah, Wade was
the best.
I remembered him with Charlotte and the Lakers.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Glenn Rice was Charlotte.
Grandmama, bro.
If you look it up, he was drafted by the Heat because here was the starting guard lineup. It was him and Steve Smith. Steve Smith played point. He played the shooting guard.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. Brian Shaw and Glenn Rice played small forward.
Huh.
Glenn Rice. You popping three in your face, bro. Pause. Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets.
Did Mutombo get drafted by the Nuggets?
He might have. Yeah, I think he did.
But you got people like Kiki, not Kiki, man, the way
Maroof. What's his name?
Abdul.
I'll do my move. Rauf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. No, I wouldn't say him. I would say Matumbo.
Yeah.
No.
About
Carmelo. I would say Carmelo.
Oh,
About a nut. Yeah, damn, that's right. I forgot about that.
I
I don't know though.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I would say Matumbo.
Probably Melo.
But you don't think of Matumbo. When you think of Nuggets, you don't think of Matumbo.
You
Off
don't.
the bat.
You don't. That's true.
I would say, I'm just trying to go through my
Alex English.
Yeah. English was that dude, but I don't think he got drafted.
What's the dude named Alfonso Ellis or something like that?
LaFonso Ellis. Man,
LaFonso Ellis.
Yeah. He was dope too. He was a good player at Notre Dame.
I'm checking. We'll see where he drafted.
Alex English was dope.
Bucks.
Yeah, Alex English player. He was.
Yeah,
I don't think he was
about a Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was either Mutombo or Carmelo, and I'm probably gonna lean probably toward more so toward Carmelo.
Yeah, I'll take Carmelo.
Although the Nuggets had Rodney Rogers at one time. Did they draft him? Or was that Boston? I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Rodney Rogers, man, you went back. You was a basketball.
Hey man, I come from a long line of basketball watchers, man.
Hey, Hurst is a basketball fan.
Came from a long line of listening to albums.
Cleveland Cavaliers, man.
Shit. Come on, that's too easy, bro.
Fucking Leroy.
Yeah, right. Mark Price like a motherfucker.
Leroy Elroy James Jr.
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr.
No, my bad. But for real though, Ron Harper.
Ron Harper. Did Larry Nance? He wasn't drafted.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Ooh, let's go.
Larry Nance was drafted by the Suns. He got traded.
That motherfucker. Man, RTO make you want to pack your bag when he watches TV.
He do.
Yeah.
Shit, where we going? Shit.
We playing. We whooping the Clippers' ass.
All right, moving on. This is going to be a crazy one. This is going to be a real debatable one, I think. New York Knicks.
Oh, damn.
You know
damn.
What?
Yeah, that's going to take...
Man, shit, the Knicks?
You can go.
Fuck.
You can go a different.
Yeah, there's different eras with that shit.
Ewing, bro. Fuck it, Ewing.
But what about Marcus Camby and shit? Like,
he was no Ewing.
No, he wasn't no Ewing, but
Ewing
that's what I'm saying. There's different eras, but shit.
Ewing was important because he's the one that kind of set out the whole lottery draft pick shit. So we put him.
True.
Yeah,
I was about to say John Starks too. Shit,
but
fearless motherfucker right there.
He didn't get drafted by.
He didn't.
By New York. Nah, he didn't get. He wasn't a draft. He wasn't.
Ewing?
No.
No, John Starks.
Oh yeah, it's right. I think he got drafted by like Utah or some bullshit. I forget.
He got picked up by the Knicks.
Yeah, John.
Hey, what about the motherfucker who won the Heisman? What about Charlie Ward?
Charlie Ward was alright. Good Charlie.
He wasn't that nice to me.
Nah, I know. I'm just playing.
He was a good motherfucker to have on the team, 7th man, 8th man.
Yeah, Bernard King was that dude too, though.
Bernard King, holy shit.
Yeah.
Bernard, I would probably say Ewing because of what he did, what he set out the lottery pick shit. But like Bernard King though,
he's wide open. Let's go.
Oh my God.
What about no, I don't think I ain't even gonna go there.
No, that's not. We can't sleep on Walt.
Yeah, I was gonna say Frazier.
Yeah, we can't sleep on Clyde Frazier, man.
Last time they won a championship, I think.
Willis Reed.
Willis Reed, yep.
They had a lot of great.
Your beard is weird.
Won the championship.
76 or 70 something.
I thought they won.
The Knicks?
90s or something.
Nah. Thank Reggie Miller for that shit.
Yo, Reggie. And Spike Lee too.
Right. Really, that's who you really want to thank is Spike Lee.
I must skip over the Bulls. New Jersey.
Luke Longley didn't do it for you? That's not big.
I know you ain't get to this team yet, but you know who was a dog though back in the day? Whole time, my man Kevin Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's wide body team right there.
Who did he dunk on? He dunked on someone, man. Yeah, that was Elijah Wan. That shit was nasty.
Oh my God.
That shit was
I gotta go look
nasty.
that up. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
Me and my best friend
bro.
watched that.
baseline on him.
Yeah.
That shit was nasty.
That shit was epic.
I was so proud to have them KJs in because I was so proud to have them shoes, bro. Oh my
That shit was
god,
epic, man.
I can watch the game. Me and my homeboys watching the game at my house, man. We was in that yelling so loud. My mom was like, hey, y'all better calm that down. We in that bad boy hollering.
Well, 131 to 104.
He swelled up.
And who they playing again, bro?
Clippers.
No, I'm saying who the Clippers playing.
Oh, the Warriors.
Okay.
That's your big Warrior fan. Okay, let's go.
No,
Come
I'm
on,
about to
let's
say,
get the video out.
Oh my god.
I definitely have a long line of Warrior lovers.
Okay, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. Well, I'm about to go. We're gonna go ahead and play the Ready from Northeast Beats, produced by Black Mav. Black Mav did the video. It's on YouTube. Go check out the pages, Northeast Beats and Black Mav. Without further ado, put it into the screen. Here we go.
So he will play Stark Reality.
Check. Truth be told, a lot of these rappers and singers are taking dick just to sell their souls. And on that pole is a lawyer or doctor, but who gonna take the chance to help mold? Get her up out that loophole. And when the fuck are they planning to bring our troops home? The world is all corrupted, especially when police is in the streets like fuck it. Pastor stroking the congregation, but yet we sending a collection plate around so we can pay him. This day and age is all mayhem. A brother see another man shine, now he mad and want to spray him. Go to jail, now it's assalamu alaikum. Did the crime, but that time's real, the sales gonna break him. Meanwhile, I'm in a battle with Satan, cause the streets are looking good and these jobs out here faking. Stereotype cause of dreads. Gotta hit my wife's mouth cause of situation with bread. Child support knocking, I got caught up in that web. Baby mama wasn't ready for life, living in fear. And the government is with it. Not doing shit with her life, but has the right for assistance. I mean, there's gotta be a limit. But being black, trust they don't care exactly how we living. Just as long as you ain't pitching a product that they want taxes on. Do you get it? Oh, now you get the picture. They didn't decriminalize weed for your enjoyment, little nigga. I mean, are you ready? The truth is being shown to you blatantly daily. And they say we ain't in slavery. You better look to your roots to get the proof, Alex Haley. History repeat itself, and yet we sitting back acting like we don't need the help. Yep.
Is ready, produced, shot, and edited by Black Mav, Northeast Beats, with the rhyme production by Black Mav. Dope job, both of y'all, man. That was dope, man. So
Dope, like it.
Thanks, y'all.
Appreciate it.
Produced by
Just to
Black
think,
Mav.
impromptu ass idea on Wednesday.
Hey, he's the gaffer by Black Mav, best boy by Black Mav.
Key grip. Key grip. Hell yeah. Aaron boy, Black Mav.
Right. Hey,
No,
only I was missing on that joint was, man, hey, no animal was harmed in the making of this film.
Right.
Did CX provide the coffee for y'all?
Nah, but got a feature from that pigeon that Widebody took a picture of. He posted on my page.
It was really the 10th fucking picture on my phone, bro. I fell out laughing, man. Pigeon wandered into our warehouse the other day. He had like some some wristbands. He was real friendly. I said that cat's gonna tear you up, bro.
Man, that motherfucking pigeon. He was from Newark, wasn't he?
I ain't never seen a pigeon down here before. I didn't think they existed down here.
They do.
I thought it was more shit, man.
Hey, flamingos only, huh?
A lot of Debo's pigeon coop.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Word up, man. That's crazy.
Pigeon eating some lemon pepper wings.
He was hopping up on the truck with motherfuckers. It was, like sitting there like he was drained or something, man. I was like, man, we got cats that wander around, bro. And man, he like think one of the cats they friends or something. I don't know.
Yep.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, so we got that. And couple things out.
More shit coming soon too.
More shit coming soon.
Got that's from y'all too. I don't know nothing about nothing.
We rolling, man. We on deck. That Head 9 Music, DJ WIDEBODY, Northeast Beast. You know what I mean?
Hey man, and you know what? In closing, man, I want to say something, man. That's really important. In this community of ours, man, we're kind of like we're all inclusive with a lot of stuff, man, and it's very important that and I know it sounds a little bit cliche, but it's the truth. I think we all need to take time, man, to support and appreciate what everybody brings to the table. I think it's important for us not to view each other as competition, more than we consider ourselves as brothers and sisters in this thing, because far too much time is spent on a fake
worrying about the next man.
Right, worrying about the next man, and kind of like creating this false narrative that somebody's against you, when we all just trying to make our way creatively, man, and do what we're blessed to do, man. So for anybody who might have a certain mindset toward anything, in terms of the man that's next to you, the man that's striving to be a great artist like you, or just a great person like you. I mean, in light of this whole Nipsey shit, man, it should make us think about things of that in that nature. So yeah, I just want to close it with that.
Just trying to be the best motherfucking that I can be, and help other motherfuckers do that as well.
Right on.
Hell yeah, we're Queen accent, man. You got me crying over this, man. Got me crying, bro. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
I don't like this, dude.
Add on to that, man. There's no room in this for negative energy, man. I just know that from experience. There's no room for it. It's a hinderer. It's a
that shit fuck up your feng shui.
It do. There you go. Yeah.
You've been watching that thing with Jig, bro.
I'm done. Salute to everybody out there getting their shit off, man. Salute to all y'all brothers out there being creative. Salute to all y'all grinds, man. Salute to what you want to do, man. And sisters. And sisters. Salute to y'all. Continue success. Continue your grind. Stay humble. Stay hungry. And you know what I mean? The rest will fall into place, man.
You gotta eat sometime though. But yeah, stay hungry.
No doubt. It's my motto this year, man. I'm in it for the love, man. I'm not here for nothing else, because I'm here because I love this shit. Whatever comes, if wealth comes, if riches come, then that's extra. That's on top of that, boy. That's what drives me, because I love to do it. So with that being said, that's how I feel about it. So
I do that shit without a dime in my name. As long as I got electricity, I don't go.
Dang right, brother. In this day, motherfucking battery.
That's why I need a line. I ain't gotta rely on that too much. Shit.
Word up. But with that being said, it's gonna be the closing of Talk That Stuff. One thing, I'm gonna go ahead and play a little something. I'll take everyone out of here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like the thing, Digger Hurts, Clark the Spark, Black Mav, Northeast Beats, RTO Beats, That Blessed Girl, The Chat, Mother, D-Man, all y'all.
Mother.
Yo, guys, next week, be sure to tune in. 420, the Head Nod Music, the Comrade Northeast Beast, myself, Head Nod 420. Please go check out the video on Northeast Beast's YouTube channel as well as Black Map That's Ready. Also, Mr. Wallace, go check out his Bandcamp as well. More work on the way. Stay tuned for more music coming to you. Stay hungry, stay humble. Love what you do. Let's peace on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Power to the people.
Yeah.
Spending more bill money than I'm making tail money.
Tail money.
Right.
Doctor, get it right.
I didn't know this record was this good.
Man, you know what, man? You the worst kind of record digger, man.
Huh?
You the worst kind of record collector, man.
I'm the worst kind of what?
I'll elaborate later.
Yeah.
Drop your balls, nigga. You loafing.
That nigga got me thinking about fucking chocolate giddy up now.
Chocolate giddy, yeah.